Hey guys, welcome to the channel again. Today I've got something really exciting I'm going to go over that I've been waiting on for a really long time. Had a lot of trouble and issues getting this, but it finally come in today after nearly a month of waiting and getting the wrong gun, just different issues and having to order it from a different place. But this ain't really going to be a review on this gun because I'm new to the PCP world. So I don't really know what to review on one. It's just what I've learned by watching you guys on YouTube. But I went with this, the 25 caliber Hatsan Blitz. I've had to order everything to start this. Not sure. Got a little 4,500 pound PSI compressor. Got a scope to mount on it, just a little cheap scope for now. Ordered me some Vortex Stripe from Hatsan pellets. I believe they're 24.7 grain. It came with 2 mags. Very nice looking gun. I'm going to remove the carry handle on it and put the scope on it. And like I said, this is not really going to be a review. It's just going to be learning to shoot together the PCP world. I'm going to try to take a video of me learning the process and maybe helping somebody along if we can get it figured out. It's like I said, it's very exciting. I really looked hard to find the PCP rifle that I wanted to get. This one is kind of unique for the people that don't know it. It's a semi-auto PCP rifle with the select fire full auto. There's plenty of reviews out there on them. That's where I learned it. I actually ordered a 22 caliber, and after supposed to come in on the 22nd, and then they changed it to the 4th of the next month, and then went back to the 2nd of the next month, and then back to the 23rd, and that wasn't the seller's fault. That was actually the delivery, FedEx. It went out for delivery and then went back, but finally, after about 11 days, it made it. But when I got home from work and opened the box, it was actually a 62 caliber Hatsan pile driver. It's not even close to what I ordered. So I've been trying to get a hold of them for the last month to send it back. No response. So I just disputed it on my card. Maybe they'll reach out to me eventually. I've even called them. They said to get right back to me. And that's been 2 weeks ago. So I don't know what they're wanting to do with it, but I just ordered from another company, and this one took about 4 days to come in from Natchez Shooting Supplies. They're real easy to work with and sent it right in, got it to me. So I finally got what I was trying to get, and hopefully it works out good. I don't have any reason to need a 62 caliber for anything. I'm just going to make holes in paper with this. I don't small game hunt anymore. And the only reason I went with a 25 caliber over the 22 is because they were out of 22 calibers anywhere I could find a reasonable price. But they had 25. Well, I got to reading reviews, and the 25 caliber at longer range is a little more accurate. Anyway, it holds up a little better. The wind doesn't blow it as bad. So I just went with the 25. The pellets are a little higher. I have to order them from where I live at. There's nobody that carries them in stock. Where the 22s, I could run to Walmart and got the little cheap Crossman Premiers for $7 a box. These are going to be a little bit more expensive, especially just to shoot in full auto for fun. I do want a little accuracy, but I can't wait to pull the trigger on it and just empty a mag. It's just going to be so much fun. But I'm not going to bore you guys to death with putting it all together. But what I am going to do is, when I get it all put together, get it ready to air up, I'll do what I've been told to do with the PC compressor. I'll do a test charge and just charge the hose. I know some people say I need to buy an additional filter. I don't know. Maybe something I'll look into. This is just a little cheap $152 compressor. It does run on 12 volt for your car battery, or you got a little box that you can hook up to your house, to your 110 outlet. But I'm going to air that up. I'll show you guys that. And it's a Great T4 PCP air compressor. It's got an auto shut off temperature gauge and the amount of bars or the PSI that you fill the gun to. And then, like I said, I just got that little inexpensive scope to put on it for now. If I really like it, I may put a better scope on it. That one was on sale for like 30 bucks. It's just a little cheap scope. But yeah, when I get back to it and get this thing all put together, I'll come back and show you what I've got. Then we'll do the compressor, then we'll air the gun up, and then when the weather breaks a little bit, we'll take it out on the range and shoot it. But you guys have a good day, and I'll be back with you just here in a bit. Okay guys, I hope you can see this, but we're going to run a test on this compressor. They say to plug this off. It comes with this little plug where you can plug this off. Say to do this and time it so you will know if it ever needs maintenance, rebuild. If it takes longer, if it seems like it's taking longer, you'll have something to go by. So I'm going to time this and write it down somewhere, or put it in my notes in my phone or something, to where 6 months from now, 3 months, if I start having issues, I can check it and see how long it takes to air it up just with the hose to get it up to pressure. But I just plug this up, and it comes with this little plug that goes in the end of it. I plugged up the power supply. They say when this thing's pretty loud, so we'll see. I got my stopwatch here, but we'll fire this up and see how long it takes to run it. Okay, the fan automatically kicked on this power supply. Now on the unit. Now let's see what sure you guys can hear that. I don't know if you hear me, but this got a heck of a fan in it. It's kind of cold out here, my guys. Don't know what's up with it. What was it? No, what it was. Okay, let's try this again. I've replaced the burst disc valve in it. It blew for some reason. May blow again. Let's try this again. Plug it up, get it running. Let the fan kick on. Seconds. That's what I done. I left it on too long. I wasn't watching my gauge. I didn't think it would build up that quick. But it went up to 300 bar that quick. Release the air valve. Yep, that was my fault. User error. But yep, 14 seconds, 15 seconds. It was up to 300 bar. Yep. My mistake. But that's why we're learning this together. It's real simple to replace those burst discs. It came with 3 or 4. But all you have to do, I'll kind of show you right here, in case you have that issue. This little knob right here, this little bolt, this one uses a 12mm wrench. You just take that out. It's got a little flat copper disc that goes in there that just works like a fuse, so you won't overpressurize your system. But yeah, I'd kind of watched some reviews on some of these, on the Vivors and stuff, and it taken a few minutes on some of them that I watched to fill this hose up. But this one, like I said, 14, 15 seconds, it was full. But I wasn't watching the gauge close enough. That's all me. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, we kind of went over how to use the compressor. Got that. Now we're going to air the gun up. They say to rack the bolt back into the lock position. I bought this little field probe extra. It comes with one, but it doesn't come with the Foster fitting, the male Foster fitting. So I bought this one. Ordered it with the compressor. But it's got a fill hole right here. You press that in. And they say to go off the gauge of the compressor to fill it. I'm going to time and see how long it takes to fill this up. If it don't take too long, then I may cut the long part if it takes a while out of the video. But I'm going to plug this up into the wall. Wait till the fans kick on. And then I'm going to start airing it up. Okay guys, according to that, when we emptied the 250 bar, it took 24 minutes and 13 seconds. Go from completely empty to 250 bar according to the gauge. If you can see the gauge right there. I don't know if you can tell. There's the operating temperature in Celsius. It says not to operate this once it gets above 75 degrees Celsius. If you can see where the temperature was, it got up to about 48, 49 degrees Celsius. So it was still plenty cool. Get this camera set back up here. Just leave the fans running until it cools off. Before you unhook it, turn the pump off like I did, the compressor. Then you release they say to release the valve, release the air out of the line so don't shoot off and bust your teeth off. Pull the fill probe out. I'm going to continue to let that fan run until the unit cools down. Yeah, so I don't guess that's too bad. Let me know in the comments, let me know what you guys think about that. I mean, I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm learning it. I went ahead and filled one of the mags up. Those are pretty simple. You got a little tool here in the handle. Just wind this around, put the first pellet in, and fill it. The little door flips open like that. Once you got the tension wound on it, put the first pellet in, it'll hold. Let it just whoop. Now I went and dumped it. But you let the first pellet just come through this little hole right here, and it'll hold it in place, and then you can just place all your pellets in there. Okay, that's got the gun filled, and the Hatsan book says to go by the gauge on the compressor, not the one on the gun. So let's see what the gauge on the gun. It's got a pressure gauge here, which is showing it max fill. So it's correct. It's all the way up to the top of the green. So the gun is full and it's not leaking. I've heard a lot of people in the reviews that I've watched on these say sometimes you have to have a scuba tank with a quick burst of air to seat the valves, but this one seemed to air up just fine. So I'll continue to let this compressor cool down a little bit. And hopefully the next video you'll see me slinging some lead together. Okay, we're out here at the range now. I've shot it about 4 shots before I got the camera out and kind of get it on paper. And at 25 yards, you can see I was shooting bad low and a little left, 25. I made some adjustments, cranked the far out of it actually, and as you can tell, I put 3 shots right there on the bottom left. You can see the hole. That's the first shot. So I've got it up to there. I'm gonna make a couple more adjustments, and then I'll get you guys back on and see what we can do. Make a couple adjustments and I'll put you on scope cam here after I get it dialed in just a little bit more. That's got it pretty close. Took it back down and back to the left just a little. And I've got it where it shot the red dot away. Let me go put me some new dots up there and we'll shoot it a few more times. Okay guys, now for the fun button. Let's see if it'll cycle. Yeah, I think she did. She shot empty. First time running in full auto. What a blast. That's awesome. That is awesome. There you go guys, that's the Hatsan Blitz 25 caliber. That's from learning to unbox it, to all the way to air it up, to shooting it its first round. Didn't get it dead on, got a cheap scope on it, got a bad setup for the scope cam, but this little knob here keeps my adapter from going far enough forward to get a good focus. I hope we can see that. If not, I won't even not even put it in the video. But let's walk up here to the target and see what it does. And that's at 50 yards in full auto. Some of those holes was shot previous, but most of those that's in the center, I hope it shows on the scope cam. But yeah, that's 3 bursts of the trigger and she was empty. I think it held 19 rounds if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I can see me shooting and eating a lot of lead with this thing. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Until next time. Well guys, we're back home after shooting the Hatsan Blitz. It run flawlessly. Shot pretty good. shot real good actually. For the wind being probably 10 or 15 mile an hour. And I was using these Vortex Strike Hatsan 24.7 grain pellets. I'm not sure what would shoot best in this. If you guys watch this that's got experience with shooting PCP or even the Blitz, or just drop in the comments what kind of pellets that you guys like to run through them. What works best for you, what grain, just different things like that. It helped me out a bunch because, like I said, I'm new to the PCP world. I've shot guns ever since I was a little boy, 6 years old. I got my first rifle, but they're all been powder burners or archery. But I'm really excited about getting to shoot this gun and getting to know it. We done this video just learning from what I've watched on YouTube videos you guys have put out there, and trial and error. But everything but blowing one disc in my own stupidity in my PCP air compressor. But as far as that, everything run flawless. And yeah, just drop me a comment. Let me know what you guys use, what you suggest, what I should do different. I know I need a better scope and a better shooting bench than my tailgate of my truck, but I was just out seeing if it would work and seeing if I could get there. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks.